What is leadership? Well, we are answering that question in this little series of 3 videos. This is the 3rd and final video of this series. I've already talked about my definition of what leadership is. It's understanding what's going on, figuring out what needs to happen, and working with people to make it happen. And then we talked about John Adair, proper thinker on leadership, and he talked about balancing your actions across 3 things: task, team, and individuals. And what I want to talk about today to close out this series on what is leadership is a little bit about the difference between leadership and management. Okay. Hi, I'm Ben. Welcome to Leadership Jetway, where I'm all about helping new leaders make a flying start on your leadership journey. That's what it's all about. I'm here to share some of the best things I've learned in 15 years of actually doing leadership. And this idea, this difference between leadership and management is crucial because unlike lots of people, I don't believe in the line that you shouldn't be a manager, you should be a leader. Because for me, most people in their first management job, your first leadership job, you have to be a manager as well as a leader. And it's really important to understand kind of where one stops and the other starts and how they feed off of one another, okay? So for me, management is about ensuring compliance with some policy and process framework. Okay, you've got a set of rules and regulations that you and your team have to follow, and it's your job as the manager to make sure the things that need to get done, and they get done right, and they get done on time. Okay, that's your job as a manager, and it's really important that you do that. For most people, it's why I don't like this "don't be a manager" line, right? It's literally in your job description that you have to do those things, and that is management. So the management piece is about following the policies and processes and ensuring compliance. And for me, the leadership bit is about 2 things. The first is about what to do when there isn't a policy or process to follow. How do you handle a new situation that comes up? And the answer is you use your best judgment and you figure out what's the right thing to do, okay? The second part that falls outside of the management line is that leadership is about finding issues to tackle, problems to solve, and opportunities to take advantage of, and ensuring that by dealing with those stuff, you make progress, okay? Ensuring that you fix problems, you take advantage of opportunities, and by doing so, you move your team forward. And that's where the good stuff in leadership is, okay? What you don't want to do in your interview for your next leadership role, what you don't want to do is say, yes, in my last leadership role, what I've done is make sure that we followed the policies and processes and everything got done right. Well, if that's what you're saying you've done, I'm sorry, but you haven't demonstrated much leadership. You've demonstrated management, and maybe that's what your next role needs, fine. But if you want to demonstrate leadership, you have to say, we spotted this problem, we worked out a new way to do it, and we improved customer satisfaction. Or we took an advantage, there was a way to reframe what we had to sell and sell it in a slightly different way, and we increased revenue by 30% by doing that, okay? You fix some problems, you've taken advantage of some opportunities. That's where the leadership stuff is, over and above the management of making sure you tick the boxes on time in the right way. All right, that closes out my little series on what is leadership. And all of this stuff comes from my completely free online course that's available at leadershipjetway.com, okay? Go and check it out. Head over to leadershipjetway.com, click on the link to the online course, and you will find a full, it's 7 lessons that take you through what is leadership, what are the key leadership characteristics, how do you set priorities, how do you communicate powerfully with your team. So I'll say that again. How do you communicate? That's irony, isn't it? How do you communicate powerfully with your team, right? How do you lead yourself and create for yourself a development plan, all right? All of those lessons are included in that completely free online course at leadershipjetway.com. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time here at the Leadership Jetway. Take care. Bye.